this is a very minor movement, okay? So in that position where we started the bridge, I want you to almost imagine that your pelvis is an ice cream scoop.
Okay.
And you're going to scoop the ice cream up with your pelvis, okay? So starting in that position, I want you to tuck that tailbone under. You'll feel it in the lower abs. And bring the pelvis towards the knees. From here, I want you to reverse that action and you're almost unscooping the ice cream.
Okay.
So you're creating a bit of an arch in the lower back as far as you can, and you'll feel it in the back this time rather than the lower abs.
Okay.
And just rotating through those movements.
And where does this movement want to be coming from, Ella? It feels very subtle, but is it just my pelvis tilting up and down?
Yes.
And keeping my heels and feet on the floor?
Yeah. So you'll feel it in this direction where you create an arch of the back. You'll feel it in the lower back.
Okay.
And then when you're scooping the ice cream, you'll feel it in the lower abs. It's all about rotating that pelvis, keeping it moving, encouraging that lower back to move.
Okay. And I shouldn't be feeling any pain here?
No pain at all.
Okay. If I do feel pain, obviously I just stop.
Just stop if you do feel pain, or if it's too much of a range for you, then just less of that range.
Okay, that's great.
So first things first, I want us to lie on the floor.
Okay.
As you're lying with your back on the floor, nice and slowly, I want you to bring your heels towards the bottom so you've got a bend at the knee. From here, when your knees are in midline, I want you to rotate the lower back so that the knees are facing towards the floor. So first we'll go left, nice and slowly, feeling the stretch and the twist in the lower back.
Okay.
Aiming for the knees to hit the floor. If you can't, don't worry. Just feel a nice point of discomfort, but not pain.
Okay.
Once you've held it here for around 5 seconds, I want you to bring the knees back towards midline, nice and slowly, and then rotate them towards the right side of the floor.
And I'm feeling that just in my lower back, Ella, is that right?
Yes, that's perfect. That means you're getting the twist from the lower back and the rotation.
Okay.
Try and keep that pelvis tucked under the body so that you're not arching the back.
Okay. And can I just have my hands out where I feel them comfortable?
Yeah. So you can put them out like a T. Sometimes you can feel a greater stretch when you do this.
Yeah.
Especially if you look at the opposite direction to what your knees are going. You might get a few cracks. That's okay as long as there's not pain.
When I'm looking the opposite way, I feel it much more in my lower back.
Yes. So that makes a progression of this exercise if you tilt the head away from the knees in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
No.
Great. And if I wanted to make this easier, Ella, what would I do?
So you'd bring the hands towards midline. You could get a cushion and put it next to the body, so parallel to the body, so that then your knees, when they're twisting towards the floor, they'll hit the pillow instead of the floor. So bring the arms into midline, make it a little bit easier, and then twist towards the cushion. So it's a smaller range, and you'll feel it less so in the lower back, but it's still getting a great rotation of the lumbar spine.
Okay, great. And to make it harder, I assume, would I just remove the pillow?
Yes. Remove the pillow to make it harder. Again, you're creating a greater stretch of the lower back there.
Okay.
So from here, I want you to go onto your hands and knees for me.
Yep.
Perfect. In the tabletop position, we're going to start in the cow position. Okay. So I want you to bring the eye line towards the ceiling for me, as well as sticking that tailbone up to the ceiling, almost like you're creating a U. From here, I want you to tuck that chin all the way under, so that your chin is towards the chest and you're tucking that pelvis towards the head, creating an angry cat. From here, again, I want you to lift the eye line up to the ceiling, back to that cow, feeling a stretch of the lower back, and return to the angry cat.
And Ella, do you know when I'm doing this, to make it easier, is there anything I could do?
To make it easier, James, I don't want you to look all the way up to the ceiling. Maybe just look towards the wall in front of you.
Yes.
Feeling a lesser stretch of the spine, but again, it's still rotating each vertebra. And then tucking the chin under. Again, you can do it to a lesser angle.
Okay.
So you're not as humped, if you like.
Yeah. This smaller range of movement feels slightly better for me because my back is quite tense.
Good. And again, we don't want to move these stretches into too much discomfort. If we're talking on a pain scale, about a 3 or 4 out of 10 on the pain scale is maximum. Any more than that, you're aggravating the lower back, so it no longer becomes productive. It's more aggravating.
Okay, that's great. And how many times would I look to do that?
So I like to say about 10 to 15 times as pain and discomfort allows, holding each position for about 5 seconds before changing the cat or the cow.
Okay, perfect.
Another nice back stretch, James, that we can do from the tabletop position is called the child's pose.
Okay.
So from this position, I want you to move the knees outwards in a 10 to 2 position.
Yep.
Bring the heels so that they're together.
Yeah.
And then I want you to bring that bottom all the way to the heels whilst dragging your hands forwards.
Okay.
So you feel a stretch in the lower back, but also at the sides of your body here, so at the lats.
I definitely feel it running down here.
Yeah. To make it harder, you can climb the arms away from the body.
Okay.
You'll feel that deeper stretch in the lats and the lower back. And to make it easier, you can climb the fingers towards the body and bring that head up a little bit.
Okay. And Ella, are there any other variations I could do to make this easier, like maybe putting something under the body?
Of course, yeah. So you can get a pillow
Okay.
just in front of the knees.
Yep.
Gives you that little bit of support as well in case you feel like you're going to fall.
Right.
Bring the hands back to where they were and climb the hands forward until the chest touches that pillow.
Okay, yeah.
So you feel that stretch still, but it's not as aggravating for you if you do have really bad back pain.
And how long should I be looking to hold this position for?
10 to 15 seconds is appropriate for this one.
Okay. That's great. I've seen other people, Ella, do ones where they go out into this position
Yeah.
and then they walk their hands around.
Yeah.
Would that be a good variation as well?
Definitely. So that's more appropriate if you want to hit one side more than another. So just go back into the position for me and climb towards me for me, James.
Yeah.
If you climb towards the right, you'll feel the stretch more in the left.
Definitely.
Can you feel it down this left-hand side there? Perfect. And then if you climb towards the left-hand side, again, you'll feel the stretch more in the opposite side of the body. So on this right-hand side, on this lat here. Can you feel it there?
Definitely.
Perfect. And then back to the middle. Another exercise to encourage lower back movements, James, is side bends. So it's nice and easy, this one. With your hands facing the body.
Yep.
So hand by your side. Nice and slowly, I want you to encourage one hand to move towards the knees, and you'll feel a little bit of a stretch on that opposite side of the back.
Okay.
And then bring it to midline. Perfect.
And I should just let my head, I guess, follow the movement of the hand that's going down towards the knee.
Yeah, don't keep your neck up there because you'll get a bit of a strain of the neck. Kind of follow it.
This movement, I'd kept my head straight, so...
Don't worry, it's easily done.
Okay. And at the bottom, how long should I hold it for?
I just hold this one for around 2 to 3 seconds.
Okay.
I just want to keep it nice and flowing, this movement.
Right, okay. And Ella, how could I make this one easier?
To make it easier, just don't go as far down with the hand.
Okay.
So just then you're going towards the knee. So just lift it up a little bit. So you're just halfway through the thigh for me.
Yeah, I still feel that slightly actually in my back.
Yeah.
But it's not as much. And to make it harder, can I do anything?
So to make the stretch even more intense, what you can do is as the leading hand is moving towards the knee, you can bring the other hand over and bring it overhead, and you'll feel a deeper stretch in that torso there and stretch of the lower back too.
Okay.
And as you're leading with the other hand, bring the opposite hand overhead.
Okay.
Good.
Great. These exercises work best when done little and often, once or twice a day. Only move within what your pain allows and build up gradually. If you've got any worsening pain, stop. And if you've got any concerns with new weakness, numbness, or loss of sensation, please see your healthcare provider. Remember, some days are going to feel easier than others, and that's completely normal. Gentle, regular movement will help you stay mobile and resilient. Even 10 minutes a day can make a meaningful difference over time.
If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you found this video helpful, then why not check out the next video here.